Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the Canvas Gradebook. To open the Gradebook, click Grades in the left navigation. Once the Gradebook is loaded, we will be seeing the traditional Gradebook view. By clicking at the top where it says Gradebook, we can choose which Gradebook view we would like to look at. We can see Learning Mastery Gradebook, Individual Gradebook, and Gradebook History. For now, we will be looking at the traditional. It's worth noting that if you would ever like to see what and when changes occurred in your gradebook, you can use the Gradebook History to do so. By default, the Canvas Gradebook will display all of your students as well as all of the assignments that are available for them to submit to. It will also show unpublished assignments if you have it set to do so. We'll go over this more later. The standard gradebook view is showing all of your students in alphabetical order from A to Z arranged by last name. If we hover over where it says student name, we can click the More Options button and choose to change how it is sorted. The standard gradebook view has it set to show first and then last name. You can go to Display As to change it to show last and then first name. If you would like to see more information about each student, you can choose that in Secondary Info. If you would like to see the grades for students who have been concluded or who are inactive in your course, you can choose Show and then check Inactive Enrollments as well as Concluded Enrollments. By hovering over the assignment column, we can open up the More Options button and choose to sort by assignment. We can also open SpeedGrader directly from the assignment. We can choose Message Students Who, which will allow us to message students based on a variety of criteria. The standard is to message students who have not yet submitted. However, we can also message students who have submitted, have not been graded, have scored more than a certain point value or percent value, or scored less than a certain point value or percent value. For instance, if we choose to message students who have submitted, and then we can choose whether we would like to message all submissions, graded submissions, or not graded submissions. We'll leave it set to all submissions for now. If you would like to see who will be receiving the message, we can go to the right and click Show All Recipients. The subject will populate for you. You can change the subject if you would like. Next, we'll type our message. We can add attachments or a media recording. When we're ready, we'll click Send. This message will be delivered via the Canvas inbox. The next thing that we'll take a look at are the different color indicators in the Canvas Gradebook. The yellow color indicator means that a student has been excused from an assignment. This is also noticeable because of the excused text that appears where the submission grade would typically be. A red indicator means that the student has not submitted on this assignment and it is past due. This will only appear if you have due dates set up for your assignment. The blue indicator means that a student has made a submission, however it was late. Again, this will only appear if you have due dates set up on your assignment. You can manually assign a colored indicator by clicking in the cell with the score and then clicking the arrow pointed to the right on the right-hand side of the cell. This will open up the individual view for that assignment. Here we can see who the student is, the assignment that we're looking at, their score, as well as the status. Additionally, we can leave comments from this area. If you'd like to set a status or remove a status, you can do so from this location. We can assign a grade for an assignment outside of SpeedGrader by again clicking in the cell where the score will be and then entering the grade. Once we click away, the score will save. The furthest right columns in the Canvas gradebook will indicate your assignment groups as well as your total. Here we have Group 1, Group 2, and the total. We can see that the student has scored 100% in Group 1, 40% in Group 2, and right now it's saying 0% for the total. This is because the assignment group weighting has not been set up for this course. This is something we go over in our assignments video. Going back to the assignment options, we also have the option to curve grades, set a default grade for the assignment, hide assignment grades. We can choose whether we would like to enter grades as points or percentages. We can download all submissions for an assignment, and we can set the grade posting policy for that assignment. We'll go over that last one in more detail in just a little bit. At the top, we have the ability to search for a specific student if we would like to see only their submissions. We can add as many students to this search as we would like. We can also remove students from this search by clicking the X next to their name. If you would like to see the submissions on a specific assignment, click Search Assignments and then look for the assignment. A drop-down list with all of the course's assignments will appear. However, you can also type in the search bar. Again, we can add as many assignments to the search as we would like to, just like with students. And again, clicking the X will remove them from the search. In the top right corner, we have the ability to export a gradebook. When we click Export, we can choose to export the current gradebook view or export the entire gradebook. By clicking Export Current Gradebook View, we can choose to export the current view based on our search terms. For instance, if we would only like to export Chuck's gradebook, we can search for Chuck and then choose to export the current gradebook view. Exporting the entire gradebook will include all students as well as all scores on their submissions. If we would like to import a gradebook, we can click Import and then choose the exported gradebook that we would like to upload. This would be the export that we just created a few seconds ago. Once the file is chosen from our File Explorer, we'll just click Upload Data. Once we've done this, it will import all of the information that we see here. In the top right corner, we have the Gradebook Settings button. Under Gradebook Settings, we can choose to set up a late policy. For instance, if we would like to automatically apply a grade for missing submissions, we can check this box and then choose what grade we would like to apply for missing submissions. Using this feature will help to make sure that your gradebook is as accurate as possible at the end of the semester. Additionally, we can choose to automatically apply a deduction for late submissions. We can check the box and then choose the deduction that we would like to take from late assignments, as well as the deduction interval. By default, the late submission deduction is based on percentage, and the deduction interval is set to day. However, we can change this to be based on hours. You can also set a lowest possible grade that will prevent the late deduction from going beyond a certain point. For instance, if we would only like the automatic late deduction to go down to 70%, we can enter that here. Once we've made our changes, click Apply Settings. From this point forward, these grade policies will be in effect. Opening back up the Gradebook Settings, we'll also go over the grade posting policy. By default, the grade posting policy is set to automatically post grades. If you would like, you can change it to manually post grades, which will require you to go in and post the grades for each assignment before students are able to see them. If assignment grades are hidden, it will not show a student their total grade in the course. Under Advanced, we can choose to allow for a final grade override. This will allow the instructor to change the final grade for a student if the situation arises. The last option we have is View Options. This is how the gradebook displays in your course by default. By clicking Arrange By, we can change how the assignments show up in our gradebook. You can choose to arrange by assignment name, due date, points, and module. You can also choose to show notes for each student, which will appear in between student name and the first assignment. We can choose to show unpublished assignments in the gradebook, or uncheck this box if we don't want to see unpublished assignments in the gradebook. We can hide assignment group totals and hide the total and override columns if we would like to. Additionally, we can change the status colors to be more to our liking. As I mentioned before, the late, missing, and excused statuses are blue, red, and yellow respectively. Here we can change those colors to a variety of preset options or enter a hex code to get the exact color that we would like. Once we're happy, click Apply. And then finally, click Apply Settings to save your changes. The last gradebook feature that we will take a look at is the filter option. We can click Apply Filters and then choose from a variety of preset filters. We can choose to filter by assignment groups, by status, by submissions, or by start and end date. Additionally, Canvas has added the ability to create a new filter for your course. We'll click Create and Manage Filter Presets, and then create our filter. This can be a combination of the preset filters that are already available in the Canvas gradebook. Once we're happy with our filter, we can click Save Filter Preset. It's important to note that manually created filters will only be saved at the course level, meaning if you would like to create a filter for all of your courses, you will have to do so in each course. Thank you and have a great day.